Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Divinity walkthrough. We are at the end of time, and I don't know why, I guess I just randomly decided to interact here with the last chest. I thought that this was the time that I had actually went and opened it, but it's not, so that'll be later.
I am the last chest, the last chest, the last chest! If you believe yourself worthy of rifling through my ample treasures, I do dare you to prove it! Find my 4 sisters, no more than one in each of the realms of your wide world, and each by each, you'll discover how to open me!
I feel like I might have still been missing one of the clues to open it. I believe, if I remember right, it takes 4. And they're generally scattered. I don't know if I'd say that they're hidden like super well, but somewhat well. But yeah, we will take care of that later. But anyways, all right. So we're going back to Hunter's Edge. Still have quite a bit of stuff to get done here. I believe in the last video there we did some exploration around the wizard's house. And we now have the key to get inside the hatch, which leads here.
Stay away from my family. They know nothing of the wizard. Take me. A source hunter? Lodian, the gods have answered our prayers. I can think of no more welcome deliverer from this predicament than one of your esteemed order. 7 bless us, and you too. Aye. We 3 labored under Zandalor's employ. He was right decent to us, and it's thanks to him we managed to escape the brutes upstairs. Zandalor prepared this hidden place long ago. It's almost as though he knew, somehow, that this day would come. Or perhaps he knew only that the forces of evil would always pursue those of goodness and light. Many years ago, he told us that if ever we found ourselves in danger, we should flee to this cellar. Shut fast its door, he said, and mark the jam with a chalk pentangle. This will call forth the magic I have assigned for your protection. It seems our friend was true to his word. Zandalor is a brilliant man, even among wizards. Why he chose to settle in this sleepy little town, I can't say. But then again, he never did remain for long. Always dashing off to attend to some matter or other, our wizard. We cared for his home while he was away, and attended to him when he was in. We were quite fond of him, and I do believe he was rather fond of us too. It seems that when we triggered this cellar's defenses, he knew straight away. Within a minute or so, a strange orb of light appeared before us. It grew sharper and sharper about the edges. I held out my hands to grasp it, and it fell, heavy as a pearl, in my hands. From the orb came Zandalor's voice, clear and strong, as though he was standing just before me. His voice was hurried, strained in a way I'd never heard before. Something unthinkable, that he was traveling through the Phantom Forest, that heart of horrors, and into the ancient source temple that rests within its cursed depths. He told us to wait for the White Witch, asked us to deliver a message, something important by the sound of it. We wrote it down, word for word, and will pass it along whenever it is she comes. I know little more than its name implies, but if a temple of source does indeed rest within that blighted forest, a greater evil I cannot imagine. Many is the year since ghoul or beast has ventured out of the defiled sanctuary of those woods, yet still we of the village dare not enter. Legend says that to set a single foot into the Phantom Forest is to invite death's grasp. It's a legend none wish to test. As you may know, this town was founded as the last bulwark against the source monstrosities that reside within that terrible place. After the fall of Brachus Rex, the defeated darkness retreated to those woods, and haunted they have remained ever since. That ring! Hikara's blessing! Zandalor has the same. I'd recognize it anywhere. So the White Witch sent you, did she? I should have known she'd not sit idly by while the world turned topsy-turvy. Zandalor's message is as such. He's gone to the Source Temple in the Phantom Forest, and he wants her, or I suppose you, her messengers, to follow him there. In order to enter the forest, you'll need an amulet. He stored it in a small chest near his personal waypoint. Once you're inside the forest, you'll need to find the forest spirit. This spirit will give you the rune you need to enter the Source Temple. But first things first, if you want to get inside Zandalor's house, you'll need to use the portal in this very room. I've the crystal you need in order to activate it. Still, entering the house will be the least of your worries. Zandalor himself has called forth every manner of protection to discourage would-be intruders, and you will have to defeat them all in order to reach the bedroom. Now, the last thing he said doesn't make much sense to an outsider. Perhaps you or the witch will manage to make better sense of it. He said, and I quote, "She is coming. I only hope I can reach the temple first. If she finds the portal..." He didn't finish after that. "Before you go, perhaps we might impose on you, well, a favor, you see. Source Hunter, we need a way out of this place. It's only a matter of time before the savages upstairs find us, and trying to leave through the village is as good as suicide. But Zandalor has his own means of travel, a waypoint shrine and his own chambers reserved for his personal use. If we could only get there, we'd be able to flee this place lickety-split. The only trouble is what I've already mentioned. The wizard's house is rigged from top to bottom. If you'll be disabling its defenses, we'll slip through without problem. Good luck, Source Hunter, and unimaginable thanks from me and mine."
Okay, so one more thing I wanted to point out here, and I don't remember how many videos, if it was the last, it probably wasn't the last one, but there was a while ago there where I was cruising around in Hunter's Edge, and I actually destroyed the boulder that leads to the hatch, because there's actually a boulder up there that I think Jinxica has the hint for, once you've taken care of the rat problem in town. So, you know, there's a few different ways to handle that, but once you've done that, then you can, oh my god. Like I said, Jinxica actually gives you the hint as far as what's going on with the boulders there. Jeez, sorry, I'm super distracted by all the craziness that's happening on screen. So when you walk into the wizard's house here, obviously there's all kinds of traps. And what I'm going to do here, it's actually probably not a horrible idea to come to this kind of a safe area up here, if you can make it here. Now, the problem is, if you notice, there's a static cloud, so being that my characters are immune...
Something of some value hidden here.
Okay. I feel like that was important. Yeah, so that's Zandalor's scroll. I don't remember where that's used at. Oh, it's used here. Easy as cherry chicken pie. That sounds disgusting, and I love chicken, so that's a problem. Yeah, so the spot that we actually use that scroll is here in Zandalor's house. Now, I'm not sure exactly when I decided to use that. Yeah, but yeah. Anyway, so this portion of the room here is fairly safe. Although I would say maybe beforehand, and I'm not sure if you can. But maybe try just having one person step through the portal at a time. Again, I don't know if you can, or if it'll give you the warning where it's like, oh, what does it say? Something like, you must gather your party before venturing forth, like the old school Baldur's Gate warning. But yeah, that static cloud is back up. So anyway, so obviously my characters are immune to stun, so the static cloud isn't an issue. But if that is a problem, or not all of your characters are immune like mine, what you can do is actually, even if you've got like one ring, just a ring that gives stun immunity, you could then use that character to disarm the static trap. Otherwise, you don't even necessarily need to do that if you're, maybe if you're like super careful in here. But man, this room is so crazy. But anyway, so the one thing that you can do here to make things a bit easier is have one person stand on the area that we entered, because there's a pressure plate there. And as long as one character's standing there, and I forget which trap it turns off, but I guess we're gonna find out. It might be one of these. It actually might be the static trap. But at some point here, I finally figured out that I needed to leave one person there. Oh, there's a button here. Okay, so there's a button on the outside of that wall that'll get you into this room. I'm not gonna grab that stuff. You know, if you're on level, stuff's probably decent. Oh, staff kit part 3. Okay. And I know I missed some of that stuff for making the upgradable weapons. Well, maybe that's not a very accurate description. The 4 weapons that can be, you know, there's pieces for, I guess. Maybe that sounds better, because there's a lot of gear that can actually be upgraded. But yeah, anyways, there's one part of it there. The one part of, what was that, the staff? I think part 3 or something like that. So here, oh yeah, okay. Alright, so when you're standing on this trap, it looks like it deactivates all when you're standing on top of this pressure plate, it looks like all the traps deactivate. So like the oil that was on the floor disappeared. And then I think the static, yeah, it doesn't look like the static cloud is active right now either. So what I'm going to do is, see, there you have it. So once you step off the pressure plate, the oil spreads out onto the floor, and then it lights on fire. Yep, and now the static cloud's active again. So what I did here was I finally realized what was going down, and I just left one person here. And I think if you stand right here on the edge, I think all the fireballs will miss. So that's a safe spot too for that pressure plate. So we'll see here. Obviously, we'll have to keep an eye on. Is that Nicolita standing on it? So yeah, okay. That looks good though. Divine One's Return. I don't know. There's some of the. I don't think the other book here that was useful either. I don't remember the name of that I picked up earlier. Secrets of the Scroll, man. I barely crafted any scrolls. The only real crafting I did much of was, you know, crafting for cash, the weapons, some of the different armor, and then as far as like magic spells go, I, you know, made the Undead Decapitator book, and then a couple of random witchcraft scrolls just so that I could try to get some magical unlock scrolls, which I don't know. Kind of nice, I guess. There's a couple of chests that actually are pretty nice to open, but yeah, that's about all the crafting I did. So as far as the what was it, Secret of the Scrolls or whatever, I didn't do much with those for the entire game. Again. But all right, so I think this is pretty much it. I just ran around here and made sure I wasn't forgetting anything, or like if there wasn't any like major items like Zandalar Scroll. Oh, that reminds me, I did forget to use that. So at a certain point here, I actually will use it, but I may have solved most of this area's kind of puzzles before I manage to do that. So I guess we'll stay tuned. But I believe that actually needs to be used in this room. And it's kind of like at the, I don't remember if it was the end of the table, but in front of the mirror. I don't know, it's kind of this weird spot. But obviously I will be handling that here at some point. I wish I knew if it was going to be this video or not. Because I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's not a whole lot left of this video for some reason. I don't know, we got a ways yet. Alright, I'm crazy. Alright, so let's see, what was I doing? I just getting rid of stuff in my inventory. So yeah, I'll come back downstairs and get that a little bit later. And then here, if you notice, there's a couple of mines that kind of disappear. And I think they're kind of like the ones in Heimerheim, where if you're what is it? If you're super close to them, they disappear, but you can kind of see them from a distance.
Sweet relief.
So you'll have to be really careful in this room. If you say if your if your fire resistance isn't very good, or if you don't have a whole lot of HP. Yeah, or if just, in general, explosions cause you to die. Oh, it looks like Morel might be in a bad spot here. She looks like she's missing a bunch of health. Huh, guess it was okay. Ah, it might have been from another, or just getting to that spot. Anyways. Okay, what are we doing here? Immaculates. What am I looking for? Oh, I might be looking for Zandalor's scroll again, which I see already passed up. Or no, okay, this is the Divine One's return. So yeah, that was the.
What trickery is this?
That was the book.
It
Oh,
vanished.
what
And
trickery
yet-
is this? Yeah, so obviously there was another explosive mine there, just in front of the door. Nothing else here. Pretty lackluster, to be honest. There we go. So that's what you could do when you're just, I don't know, geared out and over leveled. You just walk over traps and not even care. I'm not sure if I would have brought my character with really high perception, if that character would have handled those mines differently, like if she'd still be able to spot them or not. I'm not sure. But all right, so we got some more chests. Secrets of the Source Temple, that might be useful. And then there's the Phantom Protection Amulet. So we absolutely needed that. There is a spot in the Phantom Forest that you cannot access
treasure
without
on
that.
the ground.
And
Who's
then
the
there's a
grandest
chest
thing
here
in
that
town?
I
What a horn-loving dog you are.
yeah,
won't hear
I
such
don't have
nonsense. No,
the
indeed,
hint
an
for it
orc
yet
isn't
actually, and I
really a
don't
Damon Anything, is it?
remember what it was
Treasure
that we
on
had
the
to do here.
ground.
All these answers
Who's
are
the
wrong for
grandest
the
thing
time
in
being.
town? I suppose if you're titillated by
Who
the
is Nadia?
vocalization
Is
of our
that the one
beloved
in-
language, Nadia is the proper choice for you.
That might be the one in Silver
Unfortunately.
Glen.
Treasure.
Whenever I
that
think of
carnivorous
Nadia, though, I
farmhand.
think of
I certainly think
Chrono
not.
Trigger, which, amazing game. If you like walkthroughs, boy, have I got a walkthrough for you. No, I think that was actually the first one I ever did, which was a blast. It was probably still my favorite game. But, anyways, all right. So what do we have here? Nope, getting close. Yeah, if I'm looking for, there it is, Zendler Scroll. Okay. Little spot between the dining table and the mirror. Is that what that said? I think between the dining table and the mirror. So this is not it. Oh, yeah, that did work actually. Okay. All right, so here's the hatch. I don't know if I actually ended up finding anything decent down here, but maybe. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, bunch of lame barrels. And obviously, so we got a locked door here. I'm not sure if what the lock level is on this. Let's take a look. Lock level 5. Ew, gross. Okay. So I actually don't think my person with a decent lock picks is at 5. She might be though. But I'm just going to handle this in a different way instead. If you notice there was a making sure I'm not getting torched. Yeah, if you can pretty much see through this door, so that's usually a dead giveaway that you can teleport through it. So let's just do that. That way I don't have to worry about picking the lock or finding a key. For all I know, there's probably a key down here somewhere in one of those barrels that I didn't open up, but I am not going to bother. 'Cause why? 'Cause reasons. Okay, so hail attack, all kinds of fun stuff, an invulnerability scroll. There's another magical unlock scroll down here too. Again, I'm not 100% sure if those are like always going to be there, like for all walkthroughs or if those are randomly generated. So, you know, if you don't end up getting a magical unlock scroll there, sorry. But that's probably, I don't know. I don't know if hail attack is good. I don't know that I've ever actually seen that skill used. Yeah, so obviously I ended up with the book there. But, alright, so what do we have left up here? There must be a puzzle up here that I have not quite solved. Ah, yes. Okay, so I think in there's a room over here, and I think I needed to light the candles. Yeah, it's the room here with the mirror in it. And then again, I don't remember exactly where the hint was to open up that chest, but the answer, I believe, is actually Akara. But that's not a selectable option yet, so I don't remember what it took for me to get the chest, or to get that to be an option. Eventually, I will get that taken care of, but we shall see. It actually might be, you might have to like make a return trip. You like I said, you may actually have to go all the way through this place and then come back. Because I do remember getting stuck on it for quite a while. So, all right. So there, after you use the candles in that in the room over there, it activates the mirror, and then oh, nice. Activates the mirror. You can teleport through, and then oh, the Titan dictionary. Okay. Oh, so that might be. That's probably the language that you need for the Knight's Tomb. The guys that there's the cellar key. The dudes that jump or that attack you in there, and they're speaking some goofy language. And unfortunately, I didn't have that at the time because I had already taken care of that area. So I don't remember. Like maybe there was a way to get more experience out of that area, but I'm not too concerned about that. So, or I wasn't too concerned about it at the time. Okay, so I guess this is a little. I don't know if this is his journey or if this is just a random entry, but he's talking about Shira. Obviously, Shira was the person that died in Hyberheim, and Zandalor essentially was just warning her about what was going on. And then here is the master switch. Alright, so if you notice there, the main character even comments that the family should be able to get through now. And so, oh yeah, and that might be what we need to get the treasure for the chest. I think we have to
Who's the grandest dame in
let
town?
the family out. So hopefully I go and do that right now. And it looks like I've got a cut in my video here for some reason. So that might be it. Oh, okay. Alright, so I'm guessing we're going to head downstairs and chat with the family. Oh, Morel is still downstairs, I think. Yep. Alright, get back up here. There we go. It's kind of interesting that that doorway is still has a force field. But whatever. I guess it's good for this family, because otherwise they probably would have got slaughtered.
How very strange to see a friendly face in these dark times. Strange, but welcome. Oh, that dear Fed. But he had been a cat. If what you say is true, we called for old Jinxie before going into hiding. But this little stray here was the...
Make yourself at home for the present. We haven't much to...
Okay, there we go.
Oh, friend, how can we help you? Oh, yes, let's! Have you cleared a path to Zandalor's shrine? We're so very eager to get out of this dank little hole. Great gods above! That's fantastic news! I can nearly smell the fresh air already. Psst, Before we go, I might be able to offer you a little tip. When I was cleaning the wizard's guest rooms, I'd often hear him whisper Ikara to a locked chest in his chamber. I can't say for certain what's in there, but perhaps it will help you on your journey. Thank you for your aid, my hero.
Ah, yes. So, the mother actually does have the hint for you there. So, she does say something about overhearing Zandalor whisper the word Ikara. And so, at this point... Oh, cool. Alright, so the family is now safe. And we get...
Treasure on the ground.
There we
Who's
are.
the grandest dame in town? Aren't you a dear? What is it you like best about that lovely lady? The sweet cadence of her voice? Her fair grace? The whole package has impressed you, I do suppose. Well chosen indeed.
Okay, so that's kind of like a who's the fairest? Kind of like a mirror on the wall, which is, I guess, maybe kind of funny that we're speaking to a chest as opposed to the mirror that's literally right next to us. But anyways, all right, so let's take our let's take the waypoint on out of here. Boy, I don't. Yeah, we're actually right at the end of the video, and I'm not sure what I'm going to get accomplished here in the next 30 seconds to a minute, but all right, I guess we're going right back into town. I'm trying to think now if I've got everything accomplished in town. I feel like we're getting close.
I need a drink and a breather.
There might be something left. Don't remember if I picked up the booze yet from the end of time. I feel like, yeah, I must have. But I don't think I've given it to Herschel yet, so that will be one of the videos. And then here I think I just, yeah, you know what, I talked to Jinxica at the end of the video here, but yeah, let's see here.
Hello again. Their hiding place is enchanted, you see.
Huh, okay. Well, yeah, I guess I didn't do much else with her. Anyways, I'm going to cut the video here. The next bit of the video is going to be speaking with Gorag and going through his dialogue. So as always, hope the guide was helpful and hope you join me for more videos. And thanks for watching.
What? Free to address your betters, are you? What's that? Brother, do you hear something? The breaking of the humans' little hovel. Can't say I know a thing about it, except that the Ickle Apes lost every last one of their bloodstones. Ah,